will be showing you guys around on how I managed to upgrade my 2015 MacBook Pro Retina version from 512 SSD to a 1 TB hard drive. So first of all, we all know that obviously in order to get access to the SSD, you need to open up the laptop. Apparently my technician forgot the basic needs that needs to be done anytime you open a MacBook, which is to take off the battery, and I had to school him on that. So I just hope he does not make this mistake next time. So you just need to insert the SSD into the adapter. Once you plug it into the laptop, there's one screw that holds the SSD in place, which you always need to put that back. It is very necessary, because if you don't insert that, the SSD will be hanging, and I don't think it is safe for the laptop. So screw that back in onto the SSD. Just a single bolt, and then you should be fine to go. The original SSD that comes with the MacBook is a little bit overpriced if ever you are looking for 1 TB or higher. What I did here was to buy an adapter and buy an SSD, but not the Apple SSD. So after putting that on, I also noticed a bit of dust. I had to wipe the fans, especially the fans. They normally gather a lot of dust, so mostly you need to wipe that area. Right after that, I had to make sure that all the connectors are in place. I do remember that I took off the battery connector, so I put that in place. And after making sure everything is secure, we put back the cover and put back the screws, just like the way we took it out. Put back all the screws, and off we go. So before you plan on doing anything, there are a few things that you need to make sure that you have in place. So the first one is the adapter, if ever your SSD needs to be adapted. The second one is to make sure that you do have a bootable USB with the software on it. And the third one is to make sure that you have backup everything that you need from your previous hard drive that will be installed on the new one. Just power it and see what is actually happening. So once you switch it on, you're not going to get any iOS on it. I mean, there will be no software obviously, because it's a blank SSD. So in that case, you need to reinstall new iOS. So once everything is sorted, you just have to switch the machine on like I just did, and select where you want everything to be installed to. But before that, we need to format the SSD. Remember, it is a new SSD. We don't know what formats it is. We don't know anything about it, nothing. So we insert the USB in it. The USB is what actually contains the iOS, the new software that we'll be putting up here. So yes, once you come here, you don't just go straight and install it. You first need to get into the bootable area, rename it, as some may call it. So after you rename it, you need to get to that section and then format the SSD. Then you should be fine to install a new software on it. But yeah, it's just that easy. You just have to take your time, don't rush it, just be gentle. I mean, Be very gentle just in bed. So our 1TB SSD is now fresh. It's now a virgin, and we're going to disvirgin it. So now we have to install the software itself, the operating system, as Windows users may say. And this is going to take a bit of time. I think it takes a total of 40 minutes depending on what software you are installing. So now it's done, and I have been given less than 10 minutes. Once again, this is my workhorse. This is the laptop I use for everything on this channel. Even this video you are seeing here will be edited on the same MacBook. So yeah, so once you get to this section, once everything is done, you just need to put everything in order. If you're in UK, Ghana, Pakistan, Uganda, put it on, change the theme, whether you want light or day. Then from there, I had to double check if it's indeed 1TB, and yes, it was. And yeah, everything was intact. I think I was very much excited. You guys can see on my face here. And yeah, that's basically it. Nothing really crazy, nothing really funny. So I had to double check all the specs, if everything is in order, if there was any changes. I only noticed a slight problem, which I don't know if that's a problem. I was unable to find my RAM specification. So yeah, now my time is up, and I need to give the technician the space to continue what he started. So here we're just trying to run through all the softwares that I normally use to make sure everything is fine. So firstly, we open a DaVinci Resolve, and it was fine. Everything seems okay as it's supposed to be. And yeah, we also tried Lightroom Premiere Pro, and that is where my fan started screaming. Yeah, Premiere. All thanks to Premiere Pro. So yes, all the softwares were fine as we checked. We had to double check specifications as well. We had to reinstall all my softwares back again, everything that is needed, my preset, my LUTs, and everything was fine. So I just hope you guys did enjoy this mini repair video. I mean, I did make an announcement that we will be showing this type of video on the channel since I'll be upgrading. So now the whole process is done, and I just hope you guys did follow and understood the whole thing. So with this particular model, I mean, when you get this SSD, you cannot use it directly to the laptop. You need to get an adapter, which I stated earlier. So in that case, it will help you to adapt, unless if you are getting the original SSDs of this particular one, what is it, this type, then I think you will not need an adapter if ever you are using this type. But if you do not buy this one and you buy the, is it MVMEPC something long names, then you're definitely going to have to adapt it in order for it to work on this particular machine. If you have any questions based on this whole process, or if you ever missed something along the line, drop it in the comment section. We'll be more than willing to answer all your questions. I just hope you did enjoy this video as well. And yeah, until then, see you in the next video. Whoa, I forgot to tell you guys to subscribe. Anyway, click on the subscribe button as well, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace. That's all for SSD.
Which video? On 2026.